Hi Circadia U fans, we are back with Caitlin and with Davy, and we're very excited to talk to you about a very special protocol and also a very special device. Our friends over at Rezenerate have been kind enough to send us a WandPro, and we're going to be discussing nano channeling today. And Davy, again, very experienced in this particular modality, so I'm going to let you share with her a little bit about her technique and how she's able to use this particular protocol in her business. So Davy, we know that the feedback that we've gotten from a lot of our clients, a lot of our partners, has been overwhelmingly positive for helping to enhance delivery of our already very effective serum. So tell us a little bit about this technology. How is this different from some of the other modalities, in particular the nano needling, micro needling that we're also going to be talking about? Where does this fit in with some of the other modalities that we're going to be talking about and discussing today?
Absolutely. So this is going to be a truly upgraded facial service where you're taking the already effective Circadia serums and we're just going to be penetrating it further into the epidermis of the skin. We can cocktail those serums and really get a targeted delivery as well.
Cool. So I know that with the wand, there are a lot of additional devices that come with this set, and we have a fantastic special that we've done with the Rezenerate team over there. Tell us a little bit about what comes with the kit that comes with the set.
Yeah, so we do have our nano cleanser, which is going to allow you to increase that blood circulation prior to starting your treatment, and also it increases the efficacy of the cleanser itself. Then the WandPro, which is going to be driving in those serums, and then we're going to finish off with the nano globes, which you use during the masking portion, and it's really going to help to deliver like a nice massage for the skin and also work on those pressure points.
Awesome. So again, I know the major goal, the target here is product penetration.
Yes.
And that these are a silicone tip. How does this differ from some of the other modalities, channeling, microneedling, that we are also again discussing today?
Yeah, so first of all, it's going to be within all estheticians' scopes of practice. It's going to be gentle enough for all clients to be able to use this. So you're not going to have many contraindications with that being said, and you're just going to be able to get those results for your clients without being concerned if it's going to be a good fit for them.
Got it. So this would be considered an alternative to, say, a micro channeling, where we would be having kind of a needling device?
Yes. Micro channeling typically can still be used because it's at 0.25. So this would be a shallower tip. However, this is more beneficial because there's no downtime associated with it.
Got it. So technically, these are not really penetrating into the skin. They're just helping to penetrate the product a little bit deeper into the skin.
Yes, we're just creating nano channels there.
Okay, excellent. Very exciting.
Davy, we know that with microneedling that collagen induction is the primary goal. Is there a similarity with the Rezenerate, or is it different?
Yes, so we are still going to get some collagen induction therapy occurring here. I'm still getting that cell turnover as well. So with the Rezenerate pen, the WandPro pen, we are going to get that because every time the pen stamps into the skin, we're going to be creating more collagen production and cell turnover.
So no damage, but it's more that rhythmic tapping.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
And from a customer's perspective, what's the sensation that they feel with the Rezenerate?
They're just feeling a slight little prickle, but there's no discomfort associated with it.
And you said no downtime?
No downtime, so they can go immediately back to their skincare regimen.
And what would you say would be the proper post-care, or is there any required post-care with this treatment?
There's no required post-care, which is another benefit, and they can go back to any sort of sun safety, if they were going out to the beach with, of course, like sun precautions such as sunscreen.
What would you use to make this treatment the most effective?
So you're going to want to use a multiple weight hyaluronic acid based serum. Circadia features a multitude of hyaluronic acid based serums with that multi-weight property.
There's so many different hyaluronic acid products on the market. We hear things about multi-weight or superficial hyaluronic acid or deeper medical grade. Being a formulator, what kinds of hyaluronic acid is available, and why did you choose to use the weights that you did?
Sure, I mean, that's a great question too. And there are reasons why you would want to use one molecular weight versus another. And also, there's a lot of cases to be made for blending the different weights. At Circadia, most of the serums, as we've mentioned, do have multiple weights together in a single product. The native weight, which is the largest structure, is one that we typically recognize as being the most hydrating. It's designed to bind moisture, will draw moisture from the surface of the skin and also from the atmosphere as well. Those are typically applied, and then you're going to apply a moisturizer over the top. But then the smaller molecular weights, they're designed to essentially help to plump the skin. They can also help to drive additional delivery of active ingredients in, which is why they work, again, so well with the Rezenerate. And lower molecular weight hyaluronic acids have also been shown to help to not only keep the skin hydrated, but also help with healing as well. So there's a lot of reasons why you would want to have multiple weights of hyaluronic acid in a single product. There's also reasons why you would want to use a single molecular weight for different products as well. But for us, for the purposes of treating skin and these different skin conditions, multiple weights work the best for us.
And Michael, being as that we're in the desert right now, you talk a lot about hyaluronic acid and its properties to hydrate the skin, but it does matter what you put on top of it afterwards, depending on the humidity of where you're at. I think it might not fit well with this, but I think it's really important for university to know.
It's a great point. You and I have had this conversation many times over the years, is that when you have a material that's designed to absorb moisture, it binds moisture, and I'm sure every estheticians have heard the phrase that hyaluronic acid holds 1,000 times its own weight in water. That's true, but if there's not, it has everything to do with the relative humidity that's in the atmosphere. If there's not enough humidity or moisture in the atmosphere, the hyaluronic acid will look to draw moisture from other areas, and of course the skin, once it's applied, is the only place to draw from. If you're in a very humid climate, right, subtropic humidity that we have in most parts of Florida and places like that, there's plenty of moisture to draw from. But if you're in a very arid climate like we are here in St. George today, there is no moisture in the air, so it's going to draw from the skin. And that's why essentially you need something that's going to go over top of those hyaluronic acid-based serums and help to essentially seal the skin from the top, so it's not drawing moisture from deeper layers of the skin and then evaporating very quickly into the atmosphere. And that oftentimes is why, you know, clients will report back and say, well, the skin is making, this serum, this product is making my skin feel a little bit drier. It's drawing that intrinsic moisture up, and it's evaporating very quickly. So very important to make sure you're putting something on that's going to help to lock in that transepidermal water loss.
So for this particular protocol, applying something like the post-peel balm after you have nano...
Fantastic option.
Okay.
Post-peel balm is a fantastic option for home use. You're going to gravitate a little bit more towards something like the Aquaporn Hydrating Cream, the Hydrolox Moisture on Demand, or sometimes combinations of those products together, really depending on the time of the year.
And Davy, when you're doing your Rezenerate treatments, is it appropriate to do some sort of an exfoliation before you do this device, or do you want to pick and choose?
Absolutely. That's just going to further enhance and increase that product's penetration.
Have we utilized this with any kind of exfoliation as far as our chemical peels? I know that some of our clients have reported back to us that they're utilizing this with our gel-based peels, sometimes our lactic acid 30%. I know the enzyme is something that we're going to be working on with the protocol today, but how about the gel-based peels? Is that something?
Yeah, so the gel-based peels are perfect. You know, you can do timing that from 5 to 20 minutes, depending on how much exfoliation that you're wanting. And then, of course, the enzymes are fantastic as well.